Well, today's the day. The Chrysler's gonna see the dyno. And as you guys know, we did some upgrades. We get to see what this thing makes, and I'm honestly really curious. And if you guys didn't know, this is a stock 6.1 Hemi block. So all the internals are completely stock. The motor is sealed. It's never been taken apart in the 100,000 miles it's been in existence. We left stock injectors on the car. The only thing done here is the massive intake manifold, which for an NA car is actually pretty tragic. We're not going to make any more power. We'll get a little bit more top end, a lot less torque on the lower end, so the car does feel slower. However, the only reason we went with the high ram is Nitrous Express was nice enough to send me a Holley high ram plate, which is basically a direct port nitrous system. So that means we are going to be able to run this nitrous way safer than we were before, because before we were spraying it into the intake. Now we're spraying it directly into the runners. It's much safer. And with that, they also sent me the Nitrous Express Easy Box. This thing is going to allow us to ramp in the nitrous instead of that initial massive shot, which if you guys don't know, torque is what breaks cars, not horsepower. So when we slowly ramp in the nitrous, we can still maximize the shot, maximize that horsepower, but we're not bringing it all in at that lower end. We're just babying it up to the top, which means instead of the 100 shot, we should be able to get much more out of this thing. And tomorrow we're going to the track, and I have one simple goal. Let's beat a ScatPack. This car may look really scary right now, but it's just because of that intake and the drag pack. When it all comes down to it, I'm trying to kit this car to the point where I can beat a stock ScatPack. This has a 5-speed transmission, a ScatPack has an 8. This has a 6.1 liter Hemi, a Scat has a 6.4. We have full interior on this car again, so we have no weight loss. So that's just it. This car makes 425 crank horsepower straight from factory. We're gonna go ahead, get it on the dyno, see what it makes NA, see what it makes off a 75 shot, 100 shot, 150 shot, and if I'm feeling ballsy, we'll go up from there. But I gotta be honest, I kinda wanna make it to the track tomorrow. Let's go ahead and throw this thing on. We have the whole crew here. Woo! We are about to get this thing going on the dyno. We're gonna do a full NA pool, and then once we get it fully dialed in at NA, we're gonna see where the horsepower is at, and we're gonna add nitrous. We're gonna go ahead and do an NA pool, so no nitrous at all motor, see where it comes out to, and that will give us a baseline scale. All right, Trenton helped me get some base numbers. So we just ran this thing, NA, no nitrous whatsoever, revved it out to 6,500 RPMs. And what we got for numbers was 397 horsepower and 361 torque. So as far as an NA, pretty much stock car, those are some really good numbers. So I'm excited to see what this thing does. We're gonna go ahead and do a 75 shot next, see how it reacts, and from there we're gonna go forward. So I got my custom jet kit that I made just yesterday, and we're gonna go for a 75 shot right now. We have our high ram on 93 octane. So this is not ethanol, this is a 93 tune. So we need the nitrous 34 jet, and we need a gas 17. All right, so we have this thing set up for our 75 shot. We have the bottle heater going to work. We have 870 PSI. We're gonna let it get up there to about 950, and we're gonna go ahead and do our 75 shot. Hey Trent.
More shots. Bigger.
More shots, bigger?
Bigger.
We're gonna get there. So we have our watt box set to 3,800 to 7,000 RPMs for our window. And then we also have a 2-second setup on our nitrous ramp switch. So we're gonna go ahead and try that and see how it performs. And if it likes it, we'll up the shot. guys are trying to pressure me into doing a 600.
Go home, 400.
I'm not doing a 400 shot.
Come on. 300.
300.
You're
Yeah.
not gonna blow apart the manifold like me.
Yeah, we're not doing that. You guys, let me remind you, his car is just whatever metal's left. Okay, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Not happening. So since we are on 93, Eric is going to go ahead and pull a few degrees of timing out of this tune to make it a little bit safer for us to go up to the 100 shot. We might stop there tonight only because we're seeing a really good turnout on power. I mean, this car should, in fact, at this 100 pull, make over 500 horsepower. So what are we thinking? How do you think it did?
10 out of 10, top-notch redneck.
That's what's up. So on that final pull, we went ahead and we did a 100 shot of 93, and we came out at exactly 502 horsepower and 472 torque. In order to do the 150, we're gonna have to up that octane level a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and pick up some better fuel tomorrow. We may use that at the track and or back on the dyno. But for now, 100 shot, we got 502 horsepower. This is a stock 6.1 block, stock cams, stock head, stock exhaust. Everything is stock except that intake manifold for safety purposes. But I'm really happy with how this did. Special thanks to Mr. Teter himself for letting me use his $100,000 piece of machinery. If it weren't for him, we would have no idea what this thing makes. I just want to say thanks to Eric at Team Hellcat for doing all the tuning on my vehicles. They are top notch, you guys. If you're looking for a tune by them, you can contact me. I can set you up, and we'll see you at the track.